Before the video, I have a quick announcement. We have a Patreon now. Patreon.com/allintogether. There will be sideboard guides and strategy write-ups, my thoughts about the formats. As I prep for events, I'll be writing notes up there and just saying, hey, these are decks I'm working on. It's just optional support. It's a great way to give back, and it helps me out a lot. And as well, there's a cool Talistar card back that we have that you can use if you'd like to. It's the art here done by Dead Mint, and these will also be available as Frostbite tokens coming soon. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Hey, this is Rob with All In Together. I am continuing my road to nationals. I am practicing some of all the tougher matchups that I expect to see at my local RTMs and making content to help you guys at your local RTMs. So I think I've played already into a Kasai, into a Gravy. I think this will be a Fang, and then there should be a Prism and a Mario coming up as well. So Fang is pretty tough for us. He kind of does what we like to do, where we're kind of this mid-range soup. He doesn't have disruption, but he plays on a tricky axis where we have disruption. So it's either about us not blocking and aggroing him down, or disrupting him, or we try to basically get him low enough before he completes his quest that we, even though we're behind on value, we're still able to close the game out. So let's see what we can do. We'll talk a little bit about kind of some heuristics I have and some plans that kind of go into playing him. But let's see how it goes. So he's going first. So this is the 60 I am bringing in. No Chokeslam, no Crest of the Week, no Pulverize, and no Midas Touch. It's pretty easy for him to dodge Pulverizes on hit, and we won't get much value. Sand's kind of stinky, but we're starting turn 0. Let's see. So he goes Oath of Loyalty. So I think it's really easy to toss the Crash and Bash here. Just cover 4 on 4, make a Seismic Surge. Great. He's going to have to pitch a card for this Sword Swing if he wants to do it. And then, or Dagger Swing rather. And, okay, so he's going to pitch a blue. Okay, so let's think about this. He can, so it comes in for 1. Whenever he plays a Draconic card, it goes to 2, and then whatever the Draconic card value is. All the Draconic cards that cost 0 come in for 2. This is a second chain link, so it does get the bonus effects. So if he was to pitch, basically this is either going to come in for 4 or 5 with 1 react, depending if it costs a value or costs something. So I think we want to block 6 on this because he needs to give us a card to give this go again. And then if he swings the second one, he is probably losing his arsenal. And I'm okay with him losing his arsenal. So we kind of stuff the swing, and we say, okay, we'll just have a pummel and whatever else we get here. This is awesome. I think this is pretty sweet. We're just going to go make a surge and just pummel him on a boulder drop. This is kind of exactly what we want to ask for. And if he overblocks for whatever reason, we could just Eruption and Arsenal pummel. Like, if he's giving a 7 and showing an E-React, I think it's fine to just, activate the Eruption. At least that's kind of my plan. Let's see. Giving us a card. He probably gives us card and boots, is I think what makes the most sense for him value play-wise. So he gives us card and boots. We slam down Boulder Drop, or slam down the pummel here. We'll have full tempo. We have no arsenal or no extender. But the big thing here is we're taking 2 cards out of his hand. He has a 1 card. Basically, he can go like pitch. His 1 card plays are really bad when he does not. Or he's using 2 cards, but like these plays are really, really bad if he doesn't have fealty. So pretty solid here. All right, what does this hand do? We have a D-React. I think I'm okay taking this. I may just give this, because like looking at this hand, what I want to do is like a Promising Terrain, Tectonic Plating, Boulder Drop, Arsenal Sink below. I could also see us sinking below the Imposing Visage. Okay, we're just... It's also reasonable for us to just Arsenal a Promising Terrain, because we're not going to get like a ton of value on it, so that's fine. If we just go Tech... Oh, we're going to keep the Imposing. Okay, that's... I guess if we get an extra blue and like we feel like we can't block well, we just get a go find our ley line, which is also pretty reasonable. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. So he's gonna give us armor here. So our dominates are going to come through now. So us. All right. Looking at this, so he's gonna mark me with. Yeah, that's fine. Well, pursuit. Looking at this hand immediately, we have in arsenal the imposing, so we can go pitch imposing for imposing. Go find ley line, play aftershock off of a blue, and then arsenal around us with a couple surges, which is pretty good. So he's gonna come in here with fire vein. So he's coming in for 5, but in reality, if he plays a 0 cost, this is going to go up to 8, and if he plays a 1 cost, this will go to 9. And he's going to play something to give us go again. Let's see what we can do here. So you could just go 2 cards and armor to block 8, or you can give a shield 2 to block 9. I think we just say we can convert this hand, and it's really hard for us to try to dodge it. So he comes in for 8s. He's going to draw, which will make us another surge. It is bad. He gets a fealty, but, you know, we're not getting nothing out of this either. He does win this trade a little bit, but we are able to get a lot of value back. And if his hand doesn't line up, we can really outrace him. He's been using his armor, and we haven't yet, so we do have that as a resource to kind of really just like fridge a turn and then just like take tempo. There's effectively no reason to block this. He's drawn a random card, so see, glints it. This would have been a blowout if he, you know, and in this case, it's not. I might have kept the glint if I were him, but depends if he needs a blue or not for next turn. But effectively, we blanked his draw off of Mark of the Black. Or, oh, he's going to Hunter. Okay. So we end up stopping the extra fealty here. And then we can just go imposing into ley line and then send the aftershock. We will activate plating, and so we're guaranteed dominate next turn. So we're looking to draw something with dominate that disrupts his turn because he's really running out of armor. He's still able to block 5, which is not nothing. But if we have like a put him in their place, we really start to strip guards, and then he's out of armor at that point. So like this is the point where like he's at 30 life. I think it's okay for us to go pitch an extra card to get the ley line, just because of how like impactful this card's going to be. It's effectively our own dynamos into him, so we're able to kind of claw back the turn-to-turn value that we otherwise wouldn't have. Tech helps us keep it around, and it's really they really don't want to fully block out Guardian attacks. That can lead them to getting fatigued pretty easily. So let's go through his blocking decisions. He's giving us card and boots, most likely. He only has 1 fealty, so he's kind of in an awkward spot. He needs to kind of get online still, and if he's taking too much damage here, he's almost at half life with most of his armor gone. Cool, so he'll take the full thing. So we have 4 surges. Let's see what we get. So we can just throw an aftershock for free, which is great. Which will keep our ley line around. He's gonna go Oath. We can give card and probably plating, is my guess. Yeah. He has to, I think this is a turn he has to pitch a red to swing. So if we just give 2 cards, we really shut him down. Yeah. I think I give a second card here. No, okay. Sure. So he gets to his 3 fealty here. He's at 22 or 29. We're just gonna arsenal a cranial crush, which is like not the worst attack in the world, especially if we're able to bump it up with glove. Games go by pretty quickly, so we don't always get the opportunity to use our glove, so we have to look for the turns like we want to use it. But again, we're throwing 0 card wounding bull or wounded bull that makes a resource for us. So it's like this is effectively a 1 card 9 we're playing into him. And then it's going to make an extra resource. So it's almost like basically we're playing Codex into him. It's just like how much raw value something like an aftershock of the situation is. We also could have given shield last turn, I realized, is we could have gone after card and shield. But I think we usually get a lot of surges on these matchups like this, so. He's fully blocking out. He doesn't want to get the extra surge. His hand might be kind of awkward. I think he's seeing how much value we get out of our surges. So, he pitches a card. It's going to be 4. I think Crash and Bash is a good block here. What I like, so looking at this hand here, what I like, so we don't get the extra value off of Crash and Bash, which sucks, but looking at this is likely we will send Cranial, activate Plating, and then Arsenal Eruption. And we can use Arsenal as our own kind of D-react into him. Sure, he corrects fealty here. Okay, so he's going down on fealty, which is huge. So he does this. Okay, he's just kind of as a go again to get around it. Sure. Lets him keep his fealty, and then he'll probably Arsenal his last card here. Oh, okay, for the Drakai is also fine. We can just eat this. We could give gloves, but... So we're at the same life total. We've got most of our fridge still going. We're able to keep a hand. And importantly, so we'll make a surge if this hits, and then we'll have potentially 5 surges off the eruption. Which could let us for like 3 spinals, which is really huge when he's really running on armor at this point. He's got, he might have boots back, he'll have chest, and so like a dominated spinal really just takes the last of his defenses. So we have card and hat. I don't know how to do that. We have card. I don't know how many cards he's drawing. Sure. So he's expecting to draw on this turn, most likely. So I expect like a Saber Bloodshed this turn. We got one of our best cards into him now is Renounced Grandeur. I like Shield here because we have effectively 2 D-reacts between our Eruption and our Seismic Sigma. So if he goes Tooth of the Dragon, that's fine. I'm not worried about that one because it's the next one that's big. We don't want to make surges here because it's going to pump our shield up enough. He probably makes a Vigor now. He will swing, and then his other, it'll get pumped by 3. It'll go to, yeah. Oh, we hunt the hunter. Okay, so this will mark us, so we have to block this. So this is go card. We have boots, and then we just sink below it. We're ultimately going to end up giving him his fealties next turn, just because we give him the quicken. It's really hard for us to cover that. But I think at this point we're in a really good spot, because we're going to have tons of surges, and we're going to be presenting a real on hit he cares about. So we go tech, make 2 surges, Wounded Bull, the real on hit, and then also just we have the crush on hit, and then we have make it, get dominate next turn. So this is 2 cards because he doesn't have the armor here. He'll have a vigor, so he can just swing sword off of 1, but it's still somewhat readable. And if we block 5, we can catch him. Oh, right, he gets overcrowded. Right, I remember this. Yeah, he's the quicken. That's so good. So he's able to block 1 card here. Yeah, I remember just being like, oh no, I'm maybe up Schitt's Creek at this point. That's really tough. So be careful. I guess he has overcrowded. But I think we're still in a pretty good spot. We have a huge fridge. All right, so we can give effectively our full hand here. We have put Crash and Bash, put them in their place. So I think I give shield and a card. Because this will block 2, 3. Oh, I like Civic Steps here. That's pretty reasonable. He's going to try to pump this to 5 is my guess. Or even 4. Okay, he's happy with that. That works for me. Cover 4. I don't think we need to make the surge there. Doesn't. I guess we could. He's gonna draw a card. Gives us another surge. We want to be careful about him getting too many surges here, because it will devalue our shield. He's gonna go Long Whisker to swing. Be able to swing again. Plus power, additional attack. Sure. So we cover 4 fully, and then he gets 1 more swing on the sword. It's going to cost him a resource. I think you can give a card and then gloves or hat. And still be in a pretty safe spot. We're not any fatiguing them. And I may just be resigned and say, hey, you got this one. But if he had the react, he might have grabbed, actually, something to think about here is if he had the react, he would have went for earlier and gotten the on hit, so that's reasonable. We'll just go activate chest and then put him. So that makes a lot of sense, is we can kind of just give a card there. We don't need to give armor because he had the opportunity to get the free swing. Or he could get his 3rd fealty. So a bit of a brick on his side. Yep, so he gives us 2 cards here. Yeah, he really can struggle with a handful of 2 blocks. So big hit, make a lot of surges. Not our best hand. I guess we can just like block and just like get disabled for 7. Sure, so he's pitching reds. Oh, right. This makes sense. We just crown away a card. Duh. We'll probably kind of like a macho and like try to find something better. Okay, we whiffed, but is what it is. He goes for the blade here. We pop our reaction, cover it with a shield. Then he's got to pitch a whole other card to swing, and we could just block with like a card and then send Terra Center disable. And if he gets fealty, he gets fealty. But it's the same card he had before, so he would have had it already. We are risking losing Leyline with this play, but I don't think that's... Oops. I think that's fine. We got a lot of value out of Leyline, and this likely will hit anyway. He would have to have React in React in Arsenal, which he may have. Gives us card and armor. Probably gives us, yeah. Grains. So, what's an arsenal? So if we get this, like I think we pretty much win the game, guaranteed. Yep, that's huge. We take 3 guards. No, we don't take his arsenal because we don't have quite enough for the crush, but we take all of his armor. What is in his arsenal? I feel like it's been stuck there for a while. I think this is a turn we'll probably just say, alright, whatever. Okay, he just plays Pledge Fealty. He could swing. I don't know. I feel like that makes sense to swing because it's free. But we'll just end 10 dominate. But I guess he wants to brick me, but my hand converts, so... Chunk it out for more value. Arsenal Spinal. Cool, we can have a free Spinal if we want to. He's gonna go Saber. Sure. He's gonna send us in for 5. Probably need to block like 8. Is my guess. We'll just say never mind. We'll just go 5. Yep, Burning Blade. Swing again. I think we're... Because I think what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to go Promising, Eruption, Renounce Granger for free, which is like a lot, and it's pretty disruptive. Sure, Scar Tissues me. I get marked. So it's 16. I don't know if I agree with this line. I guess we're going for 10 dominate. We can't put him in, we can put him to like 1, probably. I guess this looks like pummel. I think you have a lot of lines here working this turn. And then Renounce doesn't matter as much when he's already at this high fealty, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, right, yeah, so Spinal here basically forces him to only play 1 attack, and it's like pretty easy for us to just cover it. And then we send a Dominator. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We just, basically, we can force through a Spinal with what we've seen, and we just full block 12, and then we can just kill him with whatever. Sure, he pledges fealty. We could just, like, block 7. We go gloves, red, red. Okay. Sure. And then tear asunder a Renounce Grandeur, which is like giga overkill, but like, you know, we're having fun playing Flesh and Blood. Leyline's useless now. He's at 1. But like when Spinal's impactful, man, it's such a sick, sweet card. Okay, I guess we'll, yeah, this makes more sense. Doesn't really matter how we do it. He's pretty much dead. What is in his arsenal? I have no... It's like, it's been brick there for like, God knows how many turns. Oh, it's a sigil. Oh. Okay, well, yeah, I guess that... You can always kind of have that there. But yeah, that's... Fang's, you know, it's doable. You got to read their blocks. They can brick a little bit, but, like, I think we run a little bit smoother. And then especially if we're able to block them out and kind of play smart to our reacts, I think it's a matchup we could do pretty well in.